Today on Inquirer. President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. on Tuesday led his first cabinet meeting at the Malacanang Palace 5 days after his inauguration. The meeting started before 9 a.m. and was attended by several members of the Marcos cabinet.
I asked what we have come to call the economics group, which is the Secretary of Finance, the BSP governor, and the NEDA to give us a briefing, as I said, to give us a briefing on the general situation economically, because I think we can all understand that the most important area that we will have to deal with will have to be the economy.
In a press briefing later in the afternoon, Marcos revealed that Vice President and Education Secretary Inday Sara Duterte is eyeing to impose face-to-face classes in full capacity by November.
Inday Sara's announcement that we have a plan for full face-to-face by November of this year. September, we will start a phased face-to-face schooling. That face-to-face will end up in early November as already 100% attendance ng mga bata.
President Marcos also announced that he will meet with China's top diplomat, Chinese State Councilor and Foreign Minister Wang Yi.
The agenda, I am sure, will be to strengthen ties between China and the Philippines, and of course to find ways to work to resolve the conflicts that we have. And one of the ways that I have consistently suggested is that we have our relationship not only on one dimension, yun lang West Philippine Sea. Let's add to that. Let's have the cultural exchanges, educational exchanges, even military, if that will be useful. Private sector joint ventures have also been there, but I think that the more we do of that, the more it will help resolve the issues.
The country's headline inflation rate in June 2022 hit a 3-year high at 6.1%, according to the Philippine Statistics Authority. According to PSA's report published Tuesday, inflation figures for June 2022 were higher than the 5.4% recorded in May 2022 and compared to June 2021's 3.7%. PSA said that the higher inflation rate was brought by higher annual growth rate in the prices of food and non-alcoholic beverages, which saw a 6.0% rise from just 4.9% in May 2022. Transportation costs, meanwhile, rose from 14.6% in May 2022 to 17.1% in June. In a press briefing, President Marcos was asked about the country's June inflation rate.
Inflation rate soared to 6.1%, the highest since October 2018. Does the President have any concrete plan to address this?
6.1? I think that I will have to disagree with that number. We are not that high. Our targets were less 4% or less. Unfortunately, it looks like we may cross that threshold. Tatawid tayo sa 4%.
A gunman perched on a rooftop opened fire on a 4th of July parade, killing 6 and wounding more than 36 in the Chicago suburb of Highland Park. The attack turned a civic display of patriotism into a scene of panic mayhem. Hours later, police announced that they had a suspect in custody after 22-year-old Robert E. Creamer III surrendered to authorities.
That subject did flee. A brief pursuit went on. Ultimately, they were able to get the subject stopped at Wesley and 41 in Lake Forest. The subject was taken into custody without incident.
The shooting comes with gun violence fresh on the minds of many Americans after a massacre on May 24 that killed 19 school children and 2 teachers at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas, and the May 14 attack that killed 10 people at a grocery store in Buffalo, New York. Gilas Pilipinas is looking to beef up its lineup for the FIBA Asia Cup. Gilas Program Director Chot Reyes said they are looking to tap cornerstone 30 Ravenna and reel in two-way star Ray Parks Jr. for the campaign. Kai Soto was also being considered to plug the hole in the middle left by the injured Ange Kwame. But according to Reyes, Soto has decided to forgo the Asia Cup.
With Kai, mukhang wala na. Mukhang he has decided to do some other thing and forgo the FIBA Asia Cup. So we're still hoping, but to be very honest, mukhang malaki.
The FIBA Asia Cup is set to unfurl on July 12 in Jakarta, Indonesia. And that's the latest news today. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net. I'm Beatriz Penlac.